cucumbers, 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 cucumbers. Stinks like shit. Stinks like shit. Cucumbers, cucumbers, cucumbers. Cucumbers, 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 cucumbers.
people are hungry for some man tonight. Are you pulsating and hungry for some man? Hello, everybody. Don't mind me for a moment here. I guess, wow, we're almost at 300 people already. Either people are really hungry for some man, or YouTube's actually sending out their notifications properly. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's none. Maybe I'm just a fucking asshole. I have a surprise for you. Oh, everyone's like, oh, you're going to spam the applause. No, you know what I'm spamming tonight?
Cucumbers. 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 Stinks like shit.
So, EDP is now on TikTok. Like, how does TikTok work? I have my content, would never fit onto TikTok, at least for now. Like, I actually got rid of, I got rid of the and I replaced it with other bangers such as, what else? I did a few things here. I changed some stuff up here. So we have our chicken sounds. We have.
You're getting Grandpa excited.
And what did I bring back? I brought one back. Yes.
My hairy ass.
It's a family-friendly stream. Oh no! What is happening? All right. So I have the picture of Philip. I just thought it was funny. And he said, and this is public, this isn't a DM. I've already publicly told Rich to keep my name out of his mouth, but he continues to attend my streams and apparently can't get me out of his head. No, I can't. I am obsessed with Philip Burnell. And not in a creepy way, Phil. I will never show up to your house naked unless invited. But you are a very funny man who does not realize he's a funny man. And there is comedy within your daily existence that you don't even see. So we are going to see it for you. The birds are going to see it. I'm a lol cow too, bro. I kiss birds. The difference is I embrace the lol cowishness. You would make more money embracing your lol cow. Dude, I'm not even being facetious or funny right now or gaslighting or whatever the fucking word. I don't even know if I'm using the right terminology, but whatever. Make a shirt with your fat faces on it. You would sell. They would sell out. They wouldn't be able to keep. I'm not even kidding or being funny. You would not even be able to keep them in stock. So, Phil, Yes, you're a public figure. You're an entertaining man. I don't condone any kind of harassment towards you. I would never send my audience towards you. I would never, and you know how I feel about doxing and swatting and all that. I think people should be in jail for a quarter century if they do that shit. The swatting, even more so. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's attempted murder in my eyes. So I would never, and then people looking into your fucking personal info, like your bank account and stuff like that. Fuck all that noise, dude. Fuck all that noise. I was going to talk about Newegg today. I'm going to be talking about Newegg tomorrow because literally every time I'm about to talk to Newegg, there's like 7 more chapters of shit. I was going to talk about Newegg. I was watching Gamer Nexus's videos, and then I saw UFD Tech's video. I'm like, this is like going to be like just 6 hours just compiling the shit together. And I can't depend on my editor and give him like a whole bunch of links and be like, hey, dude, go surf all over the internet and find this stuff. And let me give you a bunch, and maybe you'll figure out exactly what I want. So that's like a tomorrow video, which probably means I'll miss out on like 30,000 plus views on it. But, you know.
Cucumbers, 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 cucumbers.
Phil, I just can't get you out of my mind. But dude, I know people, and I'm sure some of you in this fucking audience would buy a Phil with a nutface shirt. If there was a shirt with this on it, Phil, I'm giving you full permission to use this. I mean, it's your face too, but I'm saying, like, you put the chickens, dude. Put it on a fucking t-shirt. I'll be the first in line to buy it. But you won't do it. So the comedy is there, but you don't. Maybe that's the thing. Once you realize the comedy is there, then you'll stop being funny. I do love birds, though. Wait, I gotta figure. I changed all my buttons around. Isn't this a great stream? Oh, I'm gonna go watch a middle-aged man burp and look for sounds on his fucking board. Hold on, I have the exposed song, the music. Oh my god, Oblivion. Did I get rid of it? No. Ah, wait, no. I did. I got rid of it. No, here it is. Intro pic of DSP. The thing with the birds, I made that. I put it in Vegas, and what I did is I made like I made his picture slightly transparent, and then you see birds walking in the background, and then you just add the rival turf music, and it's a masterpiece. Here, look. Come on. Then you add some birds in. How could you not be fucking hard? They have no, and yeah, dude, and what it is that they're very insecure about it. Arguably, I know that I've seen the freakouts from Wings, but Wings has some self-awareness to it. I just don't think he has the self-esteem to handle making himself like, dude, we're public figures. We're people laugh at it. There's going to be gotcha moments. We live stream all the time. Just embrace it. It's not like, oh, how are you so self-degrading? I'm like, I'm a confident guy. I'm not self-degrading at all, but I know I'm a human and I know I fuck up, you know, and I'm going to say stupid shit. And I kiss birds and get shirtless. Like, hey, Rich, can you remove the RMS? I can't see those amazing horses. What horse? Oh, yeah. What the fuck is up there? Oh, wow. And I have, like, a driver installing on my... I'm out of my fucking mind tonight. So I got this, which eventually I'm still doing. Tomorrow I'm going to be streaming more Wii U shit. The Evercade. This one's much nicer. The first one I had was definitely defective. Like, it's not... I mean, the price, I think it's $99 for this thing. The display is okay, but it's adequate. It's fine for what it needs to do. The first one had, like, terrible viewing angles and a dead pixel. There was something wrong with it. But, so now you can see the horses behind me here. So, yeah, they are sitting on gold. They have no... But they don't... It takes a lot to be able to laugh at yourself. I would say... I think it's easy to say that it takes a lot more confidence to be able to laugh at yourself. And a lot of people can't do it. Like, I just randomly, I swear to God, too, I randomly, too, like, his YouTube recommends shit, and I saw Phil, it was more whatever he was doing, more horse on chicken fun with Philip Burnell. And I clicked on he was complaining about how many members he had. Like, I'm like, right on cue, bro. Like, right on cue. But this is the business that we're in, man. People talk about me all the time. You know, we're public figures, dude. Phil is so uptight, he complained about it being too sexual when that's the point. I don't know anything about Cyberpunk's one. Him complaining about it, he used to make sex jokes out of nothing. Oh, wow, the dandelion looks like an erect cock. Oh, no, I blew my own joke because where is this act? Fuck. Like, everything with Dr. Burnell was about sex. Like, everything. I dedicate this super chat to Philip, who will no doubt bring us endless entertainment. Can I get a DSP Street Fighter, Dad? Yes, you can. Where do I have? Now I have to figure. I organized everything, and I'm fucked up.
You win. Perfect.
But I got to say, though, getting back to this, review them all over the place, USA. What's cool about this is I got the Technos collection. I forgot how good Double Dragon was on the SNES. With, like, all the moves and how you could, like, if they try to punch you, you could block and catch their fist and just smack the shit out of them. Do you watch He Chronicles DSP day-to-day begging activities? Some of those channels are too much. Like, you gotta kind of, like, they try to make, like, disasters out of everything. Like, if Phil burps, it's like, okay, I burp I burp. I think that would be a disaster stream for me if I didn't burp. You know? DSP bacon grease. Yes, we can. We can watch DSP bacon grease. DSP is a man with an ass. DSP bacon grease. DSP fails it bacon. Here. Okay, here it is. Oh, wow, we're way over. Holy shit. Either people really are excited to watch Phil do Phil things, or they sent out notifications normally tonight. This is actually slightly above average for me. What's up? So let's see here. Wait, what did he anger snort about? What? Hold on. This is gonna... Oh, Phil...
Safest thing to do with bacon grease. Oh yeah. Hot fucking potatoes.
No, you're supposed to put it in a jar or something, dude.
Yeah, look at that shit.
He's gonna clog. How bad did he clog his fucking toilet?
My trash. Oh, that looks delightful, doesn't it? Now, the other thing.
Oh, Phil. Okay. Let's have some fun.
All right. In light of recent events.
What the fuck?
So here's the recent events that were in light.
What happened? So, Rich, any advice on a casual gamer? Also, get some chicken clucks. Yes, of course you get chicken clucks. it's so tough right now because I'm not really a fan of the 4K. I'm tired of Elgato capture cards. I'm kind of like, I'm over them. They're always disappointing. Anything AverMedia, like the Live Gamer Portable 2 is good. The Plus, Portable 2 Plus. And you can find those at Best Buy.
Day off, shall we? Yesterday in the United States was Valentine's Day.
Oh, shit.
And as much as my wife and I would have loved to plan out a fully romantic day together, we didn't even know that we were going to have yesterday off until just...
I love how the ads that Magix puts for, because I have their fucking software installed for doing music production, like it like fights to fade away. You need to buy me. Like, what the fuck?
A few days previous, because again, I just explained, my wife is jumping into another new job responsibility, a new schedule, a totally new workload, and when this happened, her schedule changed, and she doesn't even know.
Why does he give all this away? All he does, I've admitted I've said too much on streams. I'll also admit it probably was because I took too much marijuana. But you're just giving away, I don't know, man. It's just ammunition. But that's what makes it funny is that he has no idea. And you tell him, hey, Phil, this is what you're doing wrong. And he just continues. He's like a bull in a troll china shop.
Like her schedule until maybe like 3 days before the new week, which is really dumb. But I guess that's the way retail works, huh? So that being said, we couldn't plan for Valentine's Day. When we finally found out that we were going to have it off, we're like, oh.
Why would you even give away that she works in retail? Don't even tell them, because you know that there are rejects out there that will sit there and analyze. Like they'll work with the CIA to find out where she works.
Oh, wow, this is cool. We say, well, what can we do special for the day? Well, we can't go out and have dinner because there's no way we're going to get into a restaurant. Everyone always does reservations for Valentine's Day. So
depends. It's not completely. I mean, you live in Washington, bro. There had to be some place you could fucking go. You may have to wait for like a half an hour.
There's no way we're going to be able to do that. So we started to look online for stuff that we could do. One of the things is like we really wanted to get a box of like high-end chocolates. We have not had candy in this house since like the middle of last year. We're not big snack people in that regard.
They just snack on each other. Phil is a man. Phil is a man. Phil is a man. And these are birds. And these are birds. And these are birds. They lay those turds. I miss. There is the goddamn. Here it is. That got to get moved. I'm gonna move it right now. No, I'm not. Anyway, what's up, HPE? Hi, Daddy. What's going on? I keep experiencing audio buzzing with RCA to HDMI adapter when using my Sony Bluetooth headphones. That could be something with the actual adapter itself, maybe the A to D converter. Getting some kind of ground loop noise. Sold my PS5. Can't afford games anymore. That's kind of depressing, sir. I don't have anything really to say to that, actually.
Like, we don't really have any sweets in the house at all.
Phil is sweet enough. Well, Dad, this stream is getting out of control. I blame Phil. Can you please call me Susi Baka? I'll paste the bottom of my desk with Elmer's glue if you do. What the fuck are you talking about? The birds have no idea. Yes. And now we got to put... Daddy. Oh, God. High pitch Eric.
And so we said, hey, it's Valentine's Day. There's actually a few places around here that do really good quality candy, and I am a sucker for chocolate. Chocolate is the candy that like I absolutely love, even though I don't really crave sweets. Oh my God,
Cucumbers.
chocolate, I can't resist. Okay, so we actually sat down, and the
Why is there a naked man with 2 cocks on my screen? Because I am multi-talented.
night before.
A shirtless middle-aged man ranting about Philip Burnell. I think that literally sums up this stream right now. You are 100% accurate. Do you lotion your upper chest area pre-stream? Yes, I do actually.
Stinks like shit.
Check your Twitter DMs. Okay. Why am I checking my Twitter DMs? This better not be like some...
All right, now.
Oh, I see a Brazier's logo. I may have to check that later. Phil's mouth is more poorly crafted than... It's just... everything with him is an adventure, man. He could describe taking a dump that was slightly... he was slightly constipated, had to put a little more effort to pinch that log out, and he would make it like he was fighting off saber-toothed tigers, and like they're not a lot, they don't exist anymore, but you get my point. In the fucking Himalayas. Now you're sounding like a sexy radio host, Rich. Why, thank you, Mari. Horses or birds, both. Like, oh my God, I had to actually wipe 3 times and use a wet wipe afterwards, and it was still brown.
Stinks like shit. Or we actually went online and went to one of these local businesses that does it. We said, look, we're going to get a box of candy, but you can make your own. You pick what you want. So we were actually going through the list and picking the ones that we were going to get. We're like, oh, this is exciting. We'll get a box of candy and we can share it, and, kind of romantic on Valentine's Day. Okay, so we did that.
Phil Romance Burnell. Phil Romance Burnell.
We planned out for that anyway. And then another thing we were going to do was we knew that there was no way we were going to get into a restaurant on Valentine's Day. But guess what has become way more prominent in the last 2 years because of COVID? Food delivery, right?
Whoa!
A lot of people now are always ordering and getting food delivered rather than eating in the restaurant because of COVID. And a lot of places are delivering now who normally wouldn't have. And we actually looked it up, and there's 2 Italian restaurants.
We need an ASMR video from Phil. We need an ASMR video of him eating a cucumber.
In our area. I'll be honest with you. Neither of them are East Coast Italian authentic. I grew up in Connecticut where there's like a million Italian restaurants everywhere. They all have a certain style and flavor to their food that's very unique to East Coast Italian. And out here, absolutely no one does it. They try, and some get close, but no one has that East Coast flair when it comes to their food. Okay? So anyway, there's 2 Italian restaurants in our area, both of which we've gone to and we like. They're not as good as East Coast Italian, but they're still decent, okay? We said, you know what we should do? We can't go there in person for Valentine's.
I want Phil to get an extra long mustache, and get like a mustachio mustache, and make me a pizza pie. Oh, I'm going to spin the dough around my hand. Fuck.
We order food for delivery. So we went online, and everything said, yes, they're open on Valentine's Day. And we even went to the delivery apps and stuff. And it says, yes, you can order from them. Some of them were like order ahead. You can order ahead for delivery the next day and stuff. So we're like, oh, okay, interesting. Maybe that's what we'll do. Okay? Cool. So yesterday our day begins. We wake up. We actually got to sleep in a little bit, which was nice. Both my wife and I, my wife actually has to go to work earlier in the morning, so she has to wake up earlier than me now. Used to be the opposite. Now it flipped again. I got to sleep in a little bit extra, which is nice, because a lot of these days when I have a day off, I actually have to get up early. But in this case, I actually got to sleep in for a change, which is nice.
Is that man drinking seltzer now?
So.
Is he drinking seltzer?
Excuse me. So, we got up, actually had a nice breakfast together, which was really nice. Spent some time together. We actually did a little bit of house cleaning, played with Jasper for a while, and then basically it was like maybe early after.
I just, like, I can just picture him like, oh, here kitty, and the cat's like, get the fuck away from me. Do you have catnip? No. Okay, then fuck off. Oh, man, like.
Afternoon. So the first early hours of the day went really, really well. Okay. So.
Why is he with his horse? His wife isn't ugly at all. See, that's where I jump off the bandwagon with these. Like, why do they got to be so malicious? Like, fuck around with him and joke around with the stupid shit he says, but what does his wife have to do with anything? One, she's not ugly and does not look like a horse. And two, like, you want to, like, make jokes at me and shit? Or make, like, but, like, I don't know. Just when you go beyond that, it just makes you seem like a douche.
I said, all right, what are we going to do? Well, my wife is very tired. I'm not going to lie. This new job is taking a lot out of her. She's completely had to change her schedule. Her last job, she was working nights. So she was, sleeping in, waking up in the afternoon, and then working 8+ hour shifts at night. Now, she has to get up early in the morning to work a day shift, and then she gets out around...
Like overnight? Or, that's retail, Phil. Like, sometimes you work 2 to 10, or you work 9 to 6, or whatever, dude. Like, yeah.
6:30.
10 to 6,
you might
whatever.
Notice sometimes when I'm starting my late stream, I say, oh, my wife just got home. So it's a very different schedule now, and she's still trying. She's only done the schedule for about, I want to say about a week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember. Everything just blends in my head. So trying to adjust to this. She's very out of sorts a lot. She's trying to get her body adjusted to yet another schedule, which is tough. It's tough when you have to, I got to get up late for like a couple months. Wait, now I changed stuff, so now I got to get up early. Oh, no, now it's shifting again. It's like your body can never get into a rhythm and always...
But is she doing like that there's a big, like, I get it, Phil, but is it like she's doing overnight, like third shift, or is she doing, because like file that, I mean, yeah, it sucks if you're doing like a second shift and the next day you got to go in and do like 9 to 6. So you got to like kind of rush out of bed, or even 7 to whatever, 4. It sucks, but it's still like, if she's doing third, that's different, but this isn't that big of a deal.
Kind of feels like jet lag. You know what I mean? So, she says, I'm real beat. I want to stay home. Can you run out as usual? Like, I say as usual. I don't want to say it like that because it's not a negative thing. I want my wife to be able to relax on her day off. You know what I mean? And especially if we don't have a lot of money, which we don't right now, why are we going to go out and say, let's go out?
Of course he had to say that. Why do you let people know so much? Why? Why do you let them know so much? Stop.
And do stuff together, but we don't have money. So what are we supposed to do? What's the point of going to the store and staring at stuff you'd like to get and you can't get it? Pretty pointless, no? So I said, why don't you stay home and I will go out and do the errands, and then when I come home, I'll basically order dinner. We're going to get Italian food, right? Because it's Valentine's Day.
Can I create a Phil? I don't have a fart from Phil, though. I guess I can mix together different sounds, but I don't have a fart from Phil. I am fartless this
We
evening.
figure it's going to take them a long time to prepare the food because they're probably super busy at the restaurants, right? They're probably fully booked. So as soon as I get home from grocery shopping, as I start to unload and prepare things, put them away, we'll order food. Hopefully by the time I'm done, say washing, chopping vegetables, putting everything away, then the food will arrive. We can have a nice romantic dinner. We can have our candies together. Because by the way, I was going to go out and get our candies during these errands I was going to run. I was going to go to the candy store, get a custom-made box of candy that we picked all the different ones we wanted, and then come home and have all that together, okay? And then we're going to have a romantic night together. We just kind of relax on the couch, maybe watch some stuff, listen to music.
Hey, Rich, hope all is well with you. Please give each bird a kiss for me. I'll give this wonderful bird a kiss. It's a beautiful bird. Thanks for providing a chill night. You're very welcome. I'm here with the birds. Hope all is well.
She was going to play some Skyrim. I like watching her play Skyrim. It's just really fun and relaxing. Okay? So I'm like, all right, this is cool. We're going to have a good day. So I head out to do the errands again.
Why is this a story?
Okay?
All right, I got it. I can't. I tap. Yeah. So wait, there's one where he was. I think we may have watched this one where he complains about me. Is this the same one? His next gen rant. But anyway, all right. So yeah, this is also what I wanted to watch too. Here we go. This shit's crazy with Newegg. This is what I was going to talk about today.
Trying to do damage. I think Newegg.
So this is interesting because I used to have problems with Newegg, and I haven't bought anything from Newegg in probably about a year. What was the last thing I bought from fucking Newegg? I can't even remember. But I used to have issues with them, and then I didn't anymore. They were fine. But then I saw the whole thing that happened with Gamers Nexus. It is a story that there was no way I could have did it today. It took me a while to get the shit together for the other videos today. That's why I was going to do the Wii U live stream and record more footage. I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow because it just got so behind with it. But this is a tale. Well, remember, dude, there was also Tiger Direct. What the fuck happened to them? Are they like still around? Barely. Remember Logan used to work for them? The guy who made Tech Syndicate. Then there was the whole drama what happened. I don't even know what the fuck happened with that at Tech Syndicate. But the thing is, at least for me, I guess Amazon for parts for me. Dude, you could take and put it in a Marvel. He is telling a story like how his family. Dude, he can make the most. He can make anything. Gamers Nexus. Maybe we'll watch that. Let's go watch the Gamers Nexus video too. Like, let's. We should watch this from the top. Actually, let me go to Gamers Nexus. I think he's like one of the top comments I saw from here. There he is, one of the top comments that I saw from here. So where is the other Newegg video? Just fucking here it is. If I were Newegg scammed us. Well, that's a way to put it.
There. What the hell are you going to do as a customer? What do you do? Because you have no recourse. Oops. That wasn't the person we wanted to land on. You know, Newegg can keep the fucking money. The title of this video is not hyperbole or clickbait. This is something that we've actually had viewers tell us has happened to them. It's finally happened to us. Comes down to Newegg has, we feel, stolen $500 from my company. So this is an issue where it came down.
Like, yeah, this story gets ridiculous. It's like it started this domino effect that I think Newegg is just not prepared for. Okay, thank you very much, Frozen Binary. I'm sorry to hear about your stepdad.
Down to an RMA dispute where there was an undamaged product that went back, actually unopened product that we sent back to Newegg, and despite having spent tens of thousands of dollars with Newegg over the last 16 years I've been their customer, they decided to screw me out of $500, and I haven't even gotten the motherboard back that I sent in for return. We're going to talk about this today. Again, this is something we've seen mentioned in forums and in emails over the past several years every now and then, but now we know what it's like, and now we've got the undercover RMA story for you. This will be fun. Before that, this video is brought to you by Be Quiet and the Silent Base 802 case. The Silent Base 802 got
Well, yeah, it made you realize how the other games are still good.
High accolades in our review for its high build quality and its versatility in both silence-focused and airflow-focused builds. The 802 comes with swappable mesh panels or noise-damped panels, so you have options for either approach. The Silent Base 802 case is able to fit larger builds as well.
The saucy, pulsating sandwiches.
Without being overbearing. And it stands out for its mechanics quality and assembly quality. Learn more about Be Quiet's new case at the link in the description below. We bought a motherboard. It's about a $500 motherboard, paid a lot for expedited shipping. We do this a lot in the business because we find we need things quickly, try and get them in. So we bought the motherboard, we got it in, and by the time it had arrived, we had already figured out a solution and troubleshot the problem, no longer needed it. This has happened a few times as well, but you know, over the years, you kind of eat costs to restock things now and then and pay for the shipping. No big deal because it's all business at the end of the day for us. A little bit different as an end user. You don't want to waste money on shipping like that. But for us, it's part of the cost of doing business. What's not included in the cost of doing
Yeah, because you want to get another replacement part instead of wasting the time. It's worth to take a little bit of the loss on shipping or a restocking fee to get a replacement quicker. And if you don't need it, you got to just send it back and eat the restocking fee. It's just better to take that risk than to have the video go out later and lose maybe even 100,000 plus views on it.
Doing business is getting gouged for the entire cost of the product and not even getting to keep the product.
Simon Anthony James, thank you very much.
So here's what happened. When the motherboard arrived, it's an Intel motherboard. It has an LGA socket. You can see where this is going. And not only I handle the intake for this particular type of product, not only did I not open the UPS or FedEx box that it came in, I obviously did not open the motherboard box, which is inside of the shipping box. None of the boxes were opened. The motherboard never saw the light of in fact, the last light that motherboard saw was at Newegg's warehouse. We opened an RMA, a refund ticket, where it gives you a bunch of drop-down options. I was honest about it. I chose the option that said, item is no longer needed. So,
I mean, you could get shit from Best Buy, but what makes this suck is they're like the last PC dedicated place to go to. Not even Best Buy technically is that. PC part dedicated place. I mean, there's Micro Center, but Micro Center doesn't ship to me. So it's kind of shitty. I think that's why they act the way they do, because outside of Amazon, and you can get parts at Best Buy, but they're not great with that. They're kind of the only show in town. Breaking news, he has a TikTok and he's popular. I know. I'll probably talk about that tomorrow too.
that is supported within the usual 30-day return window or whatever it is. Shows no longer needed. It gives you an option to write some comments in a field. I was not trying to get a content piece out of this. I have one now. Thank you, Newegg, but that wasn't the goal of this. This was just normal sort of shipping and sending stuff back. In the notes box, where it says additional notes for your return, I wrote something along the lines of, we bought this motherboard. By the time it got here, we had resolved the issue and no longer needed the motherboard. I basically said, this is my fault. I bought a thing I no longer need. Sorry. They gave me a label. We shipped it back. And didn't hear about it for a while. And then I got an email from Newegg that will put up on the screen that said RMA rejected. And it claimed damage to the product. This is where I immediately remembered at least one email from one of you, if you're still out there.
Yeah, I keep hearing that over and over and over and over again, the yogurt. It's very concerning.
Know that we saw your email where someone said that Newegg had claimed there was a bent pin on a motherboard that was returned, even though that particular viewer who emailed us had never bent a pin or maybe even never used the motherboard. So 100%, I have seen complaints of this before. I didn't have a good way to test it. I mean, what are you going to do? You just keep ordering motherboards, I guess, which is what we did as normal business. And eventually you'll get screwed by Newegg. It seems to be...
He should not be on any platforms like that where he could... like they have DMs, I'm assuming, or some form of them on TikTok. He could link up with people on there. He shouldn't be on there. Rich shirtless in a PC building competition against Steve is the ultimate goal, and that is something that will happen. Rich, when I started watching you, I was old enough to buy T-rated games. Now I could buy alcohol. Love your content. Sorry if it made you feel old. I already feel old as fuck. It's fine.
A pretty good hit rate if out of all the times they rolled the dice on a random number generator, they happen to roll a critical failure for this one, get a 1 on their D20, and they land on me. Oops. That wasn't the person we wanted to land on. Someone with a platform who can actually get their money back, whether it's through views or it's through the proper channels. So, you know, I wasn't trying to be vindictive about it, where we approached it as a normal customer. It didn't say, do you know who I am, anything like that. My email is in there, so they could have looked and figured it out, but unlikely that the support staff even really know much about computers. We're going to insert just this quick update in here, too. So while making this video, we had posted on Twitter to complain about the issue, and Newegg suddenly jumped into action and refunded us and eventually sent the board back, but only after we complained on Twitter, and Newegg saw that we had a high follower count, which makes the complaint a lot scarier than if it's most customers. And
yeah, I noticed they'll do that with me, too. It annoys me. I don't do it often, and people give me shit on the rare occasions that I do. But it's like, and I see these companies get complaints all the time, and if it's not automated, then they just, like, why the fuck are you paying attention to me? Oh, that's why. It's fucked up. So you're saying my money is more important than we're paying the same price? Why is the money not treated equally?
Obviously, our interest is in doing what's right for most customers. We've always been consumer facing and oriented because that's what I am. That's what I came from as well.
Hi, Steve. Thank you for the feedback on what you do for the community. Yeah, let me metaphorically suck your cock on social media to try to damage control. We are saddened to hear that you, or anyone for that matter, had to go through that. You know, you're saddened that he had to go through that because it makes you look bad because he has a platform. We'd like to welcome a discussion with you to improve our process and overall services. Talk soon. When will you get a porcelain duck to complete the bird? A duck would fit in perfectly as they lay turds like crazy. Quack. But are ducks actually considered birds? I don't know. I mean, I'm not a animal expert or bird expert or horse expert, but yeah, we'll see what we get through. We may start with this. I'm gonna make a video on this and watch UFD text videos, and I'm gonna have to make a bunch of fucking notes. That's why I was like, there's no way I'm getting up the other two stories, which I thought were fairly important, and that one in one day. There's no way I could have expected by, because this is like a tale that just has like 75 fucking chapters to it, and it's not just one creator. Birds. Birds. Ducks are considered birds. Thank you. I'm an asshole.
And so this, just to us, it looks disingenuous that
No, I really had no idea if they were considered an official bird.
Newegg suddenly cares now when privately they didn't give a shit about us, but when we complain on Twitter to 100,000+ people, suddenly they care. So it falls flat, and we don't believe it. We don't accept the apology.
Shouldn't have to believe it, because there's no reason to believe it, because it's They if you did not have a platform, they would not respond to you. Period. Without a doubt.
And so we went through the normal channels. I called Newegg. We'll play maybe a clip of the call at some point.
Thank you for calling Newegg. My name is... How can I assist you today?
Hey, how's it going?
I just did.
I sent in an RMA. I had ordered a motherboard.
Why is his hair all of a sudden wet? Did he shower like on set?
And I ended up not needing it, so it was just, which, you know, that was on me. I just ended up, I thought I would need it, got it here, and it was kind of too late when I got it. So I sent that back, and I just got an email from Newegg about rejecting the RMA, even though I never opened the box. So I was hoping you could help me with that.
Okay, so it says that the motherboard pins were damaged.
Right. Yeah. So not only did I not open the motherboard box, I didn't even open the shipping box. I just put two, pieces of new tape.
How funny it would be if they did one of the jump cunts and he had nothing but a bikini on. I think it's strange shit, I know. But I'm just thinking, you do just one of that jump cuts and just have him in like a completely different fucking outfit.
On it, on top of the old ones, never opened it. And it was very cordial. I was overly polite. I explained the situation 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, because take it from a person who knows when you lose your shit, you just look like the ape anyway. Even if you are in the right. Like losing your, especially because like it isn't that customer service representative that probably had anything to do with it. It's almost guaranteed they don't. So why are you losing your shit with them? So you have to be cordial because it's usually not the person's fault that you're interacting with almost not 100% of the time.
We're acting the good customer here. And normally I am, because it's not the support guy's fault that this happened
There you
to
go.
me. He doesn't
That's
know
why
any
I
of this.
stopped
He doesn't
being
know
a
what the
douche when
warehouse
shit
people
happened to me
did.
because I
He
used
doesn't
to be.
know if I'm telling the truth, it's not his fault. And he assured me, he wrote everything down.
Didn't I just say before that to DSP you shouldn't be as... But see, he's talking about like, oh, then I found this wart on my asshole. And I can't do anything about it because I don't have any money.
It stinks like shit.
No one ever does this. Said he wrote everything down. Said he was going to get photos from the warehouse to prove that there was damage and that he would call me back.
All right, and once I get that information, I'll reach back out there to you, all right?
Okay, what should I...
Yeah, but bro, you have someone with the platform with over 1 million plus people. Like they wouldn't... That's why I always laugh when people think like, oh, Rich, you got bought by them giving you a free TV for that review, or oh, you wouldn't tell that. Like, no, I'm not going to fucking destroy my entire platform to make $500. Shut the fuck up. It's stupid. The whole ED thing has me pissed. How the fuck do we live in a world where there are no consequences for... I mean, he's paying consequences, not the ones he should be paying. But he should not be on a platform like that. And I'm going to call him out on every one that he's on. Every time he goes to one like that, if I catch him, like, he should not be on those. You got caught trying to have sex with a 13-year-old that thankfully didn't exist and was a decoy. Lamau. Get the fuck off the internet. You're done, dude. Better Hair Steve or Metal Rock Jesus? They need to have a hair battle. That's how we'll figure it out. Yes, Harvey Weinstein.
Stinks like shit.
You win. Perfect.
I expect for a lead time.
It's hard for me to say because I had to reach out to him via email.
You guess what happened? I never got a call back. So going through this process again on the phone, again, no call back. Eventually we went to the chat support, and here's where I noticed what Newegg is doing wrong. That's exceptionally shady and fucking slimy and just really dirty that they're doing. So the motherboard we ordered.
And the thing is, it's not just them doing it. Didn't just happen to him, I mean. Companies fuck up all the time. I have generally good customer service from Amazon, but there are mistakes that do happen.
I went and pulled up the order history. I saw it says, I don't know if it always said this, but it said open box. Open box, if you don't know, is Newegg's way of saying this has been recertified.
I've caught when it said that before. Yeah, it's small, and it should be a little bit bigger, but I always see it when it says open box. If I'm being objective here, I'm not trying to straw man or anything. But
by our team at Newegg. Newegg has recertified this product. It was at one point opened. Perhaps it was used. maybe it wasn't. But in either case, what Newegg has done is taken it out of the box, tested it to make sure it works, and then put it back in.
No, they don't. That's like when you like, oh yeah, we test the games at GameStop when we get them they call them refurbished, I think now. No, they don't. Maybe they'll load up like the first 10 seconds to see if it works.
In the box to sell it for pretty close to retail, but maybe a slight discount because it's missing a SATA cable or something. That's what open box is. I still want to.
That's what it should be. He's right. I'm not questioning him. That's what it should be. But what it is people going I don't want to get seltzer on the Evercade. I just got this fucking thing. Pretend this is the box for the motherboard. Oh, yep, it's fine. Pack it and ship it, baby. That's it.
I bought it because I needed the board, or I thought I did at the time I ordered it. But it's okay.
He's right. What they should be doing is that. What they are doing is not fucking that. I know, man. It's like when... Because refurbishing shit costs a lot of man hours, so I'm sure that Newegg also tries to minimize that. It's like that game, they're closed. I could say their name now, Dragon's Den. You used to remember buying like a refurbished Saturn from them. I love, like, what is refurbished? Did you refurbish it by coming on the fucking thing? Like, I had to refurbish it. Had to do that with the Sega Genesis from them too, because they don't want to spend the hours on it because it's not profitable. And if we know it was more profitable for them, minus evading taxes, which is why the place got closed down for years upon years on end, it was the Magic the Gathering. They used to have those fucking things there, conventions there. So they were like, yeah, this is not profitable enough. So, yeah, they're refurbishing it. It was like wiping some of the sperm off with a napkin that was on top of the system. Maybe Retro Bro, why does it have to be sperm, man? Why is it? Retro Bro has exposed me, and I think I have to take a quick shit. Yeah, there is a turd in there. Enjoy Phil. It's just, yo, man. Listen. Listen.
Look here! Look, listen!
Imagine coming into my stream and having no idea what's going on, and you see a man with a nut face with birds walking around. Birds. Birds. Oh man, that was a good log. That was a. You ever have one of those logs you just feel relaxed after releasing the logs? That was actually Harvey Weinstein. That was actually an excellent idea because I'll just do it again for free because it's just so fucking good.
Stinks like shit.
That is a timeless classic, son. That is. Let me make sure my mic is working. Yes, it's working. Okay. And whoever that was who gave me the shout out to there's a plugin for OBS so I could record footage of the Wii U games and live stream without the cam being away. So when you guys see the live stream, you see the camera, but when I record footage, you won't see my webcam or whatever, the GH5. Thank you. It's great. And what I'm thinking is that because I get lit up and talk about the games, that'll be the reviews of the games is my live streams. I'll have my editor chop them up. It's so entertaining. So, anyway, here's a man with hair telling us a story. Let's listen.
Open box. So that's the story there. The last time I bought, I bought an open box item from Newegg was probably about 2012 or so, and it's a.
I got to go on record and say that. I've bought a couple things open box. I'm not a fan. I'm not even a fan of like, if I have a laptop or something that it went wrong with, if it's in warranty, I'll fix it. But then I'll sell it afterwards, or I'll give it to if it's something defective, once it's out and they have to fix it and they have a technician work on it. Yeah, I'm using air quotes with all that. It's never the same. So yeah, open box stuff is generally shit that I would hard pass on. Unless you're a good-looking bird like these birds. I love birds. It was you, Khalid. I remember the fucking picture. Yes. So now because of you, I'm going to get better, because you know how I get. I feed off the energy of you guys, and I'm playing the game. I'm thinking of stupid shit because I have my magical man spray. The retro bro is right. And it works, man.
Laptop. At the time I bought that, it was because I genuinely, we had no money. The business was not making any money at all. It was only negative, really. And so I had to buy an open box laptop. It was the best I could afford. It made the most sense, so that's what I did. I remember when I got it in, I had to call Newegg support because it was disgusting. This was f***ing filthy. It was really gross. So I called support staff, and at the time I asked for, hey, can I get a different one? Can I trade you? This thing's just really gross. It's not acceptable for sale, even if it's open box. You should have done a better job cleaning this.
That's all I'm telling you. Believe me, I'm not defending Newegg. There's nothing to defend here at all. Zero. But this is kind of the open box standard across the board. They say open box and they'll slap some stupid fucking warranty on it to make people feel more comfortable with minimal work in to actually refurbish the device. It's a joke. They all do this.
They didn't help me out until I described it to them. So they were like, well, that's the risk you take with open box. And I said, okay.
But it's your job to check if it comes without the semen. This is not hard to figure out. It's minimal effort, too. It shouldn't be sticky. Like that, you don't have to check the motherboard out. You don't have to check the CMOS battery. You don't have to go inside of it and blow dust out of it, or maybe repaste the GPU and CPU. You literally have to, oh wow, this is cum free or syrup free or soda free or not. It's a 10-second observation. But again, that 10 seconds, I guess, when you're counting the beans adds up. I think it's the proper saying. You should maybe soften the cluck sounds on your away and intro. Whenever it's used, the peaks feel really sharp to the ears. Are the birds too loud for you? I actually have something I could do that with. I have an idea. I can normalize it, it's called. Where you set everything to only hit a certain level.
There's pubic hair sticking out of the chassis.
I pressed play, and that is what he said. I need to know, though, how do we get to that point? Like, where? But then again, I am the same person that always tells the Circuit City story of when Vista first came out, and there was the biker dude that I saw every hole that man had, including his genitals. Everyone. And I did not want to see any of them at all in any stretch of the imagination. But I saw them being stretched. I saw everything on that man. That was a day that will live in infamy. So my point being is that Lord knows why that pube hair was there. Maybe the guy got really turned. Who knows? Maybe there was a dude who got really turned on by something on Pornhub and he started humping the keyboard. Yeah, the birds are sexy. It just seems to peak. I could fix the peaks.
Where it looks like someone
And dude, porn was just a thing. I never thankfully came across anything with anyone underage or anything like that. Thank God. That would be a police report. That would be insane. Hi, I'm a technician and this guy has child porn on his computer. Like, hey, I sent you a computer and now you're in prison. Congratulations. But I remember going, what the weirdest thing was is that there was this dude, really nice guy. He was like a DJ and he used his laptop for DJing. And his wife was a really nice woman too. But the weird thing is that his computer had a picture of him shirtless and her computer had a picture of her in like lingerie. So they were just staring at themselves on their own computers, scantily clad. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But I would say, though, especially more so from the male demographic, it was more shocking when someone didn't have something and you had to look through the files because you're going like, all right, I have to see where, oh, here are the photos. And it shows, sometimes it would show the thumbnails and, oh, wow, there's titties. Do you want all the files transferred? That includes the titties. There's nothing I can do. You know what I mean?
has opened it and reassembled it and clamped a lot of that stuff in there. And there's also crumbs all over the keyboard and in the hinge. Don't know how that happened, but I don't want to touch this because I think I'm going to get a disease. So how about we trade? They traded. That was my last open box experience. This is the next one. Newegg. How does that happen? How do you get 100% failure rate on one customer?
And again, I'm not defending Newegg. They're shit for doing this, absolutely, and it's inexcusable. However, that is open box. That is why I avoid, from no matter who it's from, I always avoid open box. I'm sure there are people out there in the comments that are going to give you, oh, Rich, I got this open box, and I still, like, admittedly, there's always an exception. I'll even give one. I'll be my own devil's advocate. My son's Switch. I bought him that. He beats the crap out of the thing. That was because this was at the time there was like the dearth of Switches, like the supply chain issues. Switches now you could actually, they're not really being hit as hard as they used to be, but yeah, like that thing, he's beating the hell out of it, uses it when he's here all the time, and still works perfect. Shocked. So there is an exception, but that's the exception, not the rule.
Come on. There's obviously something wrong here. So it went from, I'm just a customer, just give me my money back, and we'll be done with this. Just agree that obviously your staff took a product that was returned from a customer, your staff opened that product, your staff installed the CPU improperly and bent the pins, and then they put it in the box and they sold me something that was broken. And by the way, just to add...
Yeah, because that's plausible. Steve should really have opened the box upon its arrival, but definitely sending it back to confirm the contents. For all he knows, they didn't even send the correct motherboard. Yeah, but then if they put some kind of seal on it, or they could argue that he opened it then, but they're already arguing that anyway, so, but...
At a point here, it wouldn't have mattered even if we did verify what was in the box, what was damaged, because Newegg would obviously still just lie and say we
say they did it. Yeah, it's exactly what I just said.
damaged it. That's what they did now. They obviously didn't trust us to begin with, and they wouldn't trust us anymore if we claimed we had opened it either. We could have just said that, and the result would have been the same. One more thing, too. When complaining about this on Twitter, a couple people thought for some reason it made sense to defend Newegg.
Yeah, why would you defend them with this? Because people are... Yeah, I'm no longer hiding. Here's the thing. Twitter is a public place. If I need to use your... if someone says something stupid, I'm just warning for the people who have dumbass takes now. If you say something dumb, you're in a public forum, you're putting up a public post, I'm going to call you out publicly, too. It's... You know, I used to get privacy complaints for that. It's public, man. It's not... It's out there. Like, tough shit. How do you know Newegg didn't send you the wrong product? You don't know because you never opened the box to confirm the contents. But why would he have to open? Like, it's a really... This is the model motherboard that's supposed to go in this box. Newegg has no way to confirm you never open box for a swap. If you accept delivery at Gamer, you should open to confirm contents, not theft. That's not the reason it was rejected. That isn't how delivery works. They just leave it on the doorstep and leave. They're also a large corporation that to run a business properly, I mean to say, I had a brain fart there. You gotta take those hits sometimes, dude, for the good customer service. So I don't understand how that guy is defending him there. That's really fucking stupid. Except it wasn't denied for not being the wrong part. It was denied for having thermal paste on it. Stop defending Newegg. It was clearly gone downhill. Yeah, I agree with that. Also, if it was the wrong part, that is also on Newegg for making the mistake of not sending the right item. Yeah, I don't understand how... Here's what happens, though. It's the same thing with me, and I'm not making it about me, but it's still a perfect example. Like, oh, he has a platform. How dare he complain? I don't understand why people, like, they fucked up and sent the wrong thing. He has a right to complain like every other customer. Just because Steve has a platform, or I have a platform, or Linus Nippletips has a platform. I don't know. I've always called him Linus Nippletips. It's stupid. It makes no sense. I'm a customer, just like... It wasn't like I... got a review product and I'm complaining. Yes, I know. I put up that weird survey on Twitter, saggy melons with nipples, because I was probably stoned then too.
We don't know why, but they said that you should always open a box while the postal carrier is there and make...
Get the fuck you. Open the postal box while the carrier is there. And how do you know they're not going to lie about it? Secondly, I got other shit going on. When I open up that product, especially if I'm a customer, review unit's different. Like, Ben Q, if you're watching this, I actually sent him an email today. I set up the monitor. I haven't even powered it on yet. Haven't had fucking time. But if I'm a customer, it's on me whenever the fuck I want to open it, so long as it's within their return time. Like... Okay, so if I leave it laying around and they have, say there's a 30-day return policy. If I leave it laying around for 60 days and then bitch about it, that's all on me. That's my fault. Fuck off. You should check that. You have 4 weeks to check it. That's on you. But if you're going to tell me, oh, I have to rush and open this right now, even though I have a buffer of a return period because you want to kiss a company's ass because they're not competent, What the fuck is wrong with you? Why do people white knight for corporations that don't give a fuck about them? I'll never understand it.
Make sure that the product is undamaged and that it's arrived in one piece. Well, that's cool that your carriers are willing to wait around.
Yeah, what is UPS? Dude, they would laugh at me. Yeah, UPS, wait here. Let me slowly open this up real quick as you have 87 other fucking deliveries, or Amazon now because they deliver their own shit because we are going to be all owned by Jeff Bezos soon. Yeah, wait around. Yeah, you have to pee in a bottle because you can't even take a break. Yeah, wait around because my entitled ass has to sit here and check these products before you leave. That would be entitled. Like, what the fuck, man? Linus Tech Nips, that will be coming soon. What happened with Sergeant Jason Bond? Rich gets stoned and thinks about nipples. Confirmed. Yes, of course.
And while you open a box and then open the product box and then inspect the pins on the motherboard, but I actually understand that they have places to go and a lot of packages to deliver in the day. So the way it works, at least in the US, if you're not familiar,
you used to have those at IBM. You used to have the things that you could check the pins like that.
Is basically
those got fucked up a lot because people were fucking savages there. Especially putting in the RAM like putting DIMMs in the RAM slots.
Carrier shows up, they put the box on your doorstep, and they leave. It's not like you have a chance to open it
and that's their job. That's it. Like, imagine I said, I just got this as the replacement. I got to send the other one back. Bazinga, what's up, Peter? Like, imagine I was like, oh, sir, hey, Amazon driver. I think it was actually Amazon that dropped this off today. Hey, I know you have 8 billion other fucking stops to do, and Amazon will fire you if you don't get them done. But would you kindly sit around while I jerk off and slowly open this and check to see if there's a dead pixel on the screen? Thanks. Like, who the fuck am I? People are so fucking stupid. It pisses me off that people are so dumb. And I'm not like, I understand it's the village idiots, it's the minority, but that minority, how are you so fucking stupid? Explain to me how you are functioning adults yet so stupid. It baffles me how the village idiots could be so fucking idiotic.
front of them. It's just there. You might not even be home when it arrives. And then again, if you make
that too. That's a good point. I didn't think of that. Steve is just dropping these two truth bombs, man. He's just knocking his hair with truth into me. I don't know if that made no sense, but birds are cocks, I think. Adam was asking if EDP actually has a TikTok and just telling him, unfortunately, EDP does. Charlie made a video about, hey, what's up, guys? This is Critical. And if you didn't think that EDP was a bigger piece of shit, a gigantic piece of shit, a smelly piece of shit, he also has a TikTok now. Kind of sound like him. I don't know. He always talks about titties, too. So titties, that's why I like Critical. We both bond over titties.
Very busy delivery person stand there while you open it and inspect 2,000 pins in the socket, you're an asshole. So while it's nice to be sanctimonious about how we should open the box and then open the product box and make sure everything's in good working condition while the postal carrier's there, that's not how reality works.
Yeah, that's not reality. So come back down to earth, village idiot, and shut the fuck up.
It's left on the doorstep and they run away, which is fine.
And it's exactly their job. That's it. That's all they're supposed to do. Expecting any more from them, that's entitled. Like people were calling me entitled for the FedEx situation I've explained before. Yes, titties, Seggy Melon, titties.
They're busy. So anyway, that's how this happened. And it went from nice customer, nice Steve, talking to people in a very understanding way, to this is now an undercover warranty series. We've done these videos in the past. I didn't know it would land in my lap like this and be so damn easy. So I went into the support chat as a customer.
Did you hear that Nintendo's will be closing the eShop of the Wii U in March 20? I'm so lucky to be 50 minutes away from a Micro Center. I wish I was that close to a Micro. I wish one would come up to all I hear are titties. I wish I lived that close to a Micro Center. I have a Best Buy that close to me, but who the fuck doesn't? I mean, they have some PC parts there, but it ain't like...
I didn't wave the "do you know who I am" flag around. We generally don't do that because we want to see the customer experience. And, you know, just to give you perspective, even though I sound amped up here, I'm actually not mad about the money I've lost to Newegg, but I'm pissed that Newegg is doing this to other people, definitely. Because one, you don't just happen to land on someone who's going to turn around and make a video and get a lot of views on it. And I've had the emails in the past from you all where you've said, what do I do about this? I've tried to help when I catch those emails, but there's sort of only so much I could do in those situations. Email Newegg, I don't know anyone there.
And the thing is that technically it's hearsay. How do you know, I'm not saying that people are lying. They all could be 100% truthful, but how do I know? Oh man, next thing I know, I ordered something from Newegg and UPS guy shoved it up my ass and blamed it on me. Do you have any proof of that? No. Well, he tried to shove it up your ass. You probably would have something, right? The closest Micro Center to me is Brooklyn, and I don't have time to be going to Brooklyn casually like that. In my opinion, 6 million is an exaggerated figure. What the fuck are you talking about?
And try and push them.
What did I say 6 million with? I probably did say it. I just forgot.
Threat of doing something about it in a video. And this is the answer. I now have something where I can reinforce anyone who's had this problem. I can make this video. And, you know, hopefully if it's within the window, I'll give you some advice you can use to try and get your money back from Newegg. And if this hasn't happened...
And yeah, like Newegg, I know you ain't no fucking Amazon, but you got to... Okay, I'm sure people send back shit they shouldn't send back. They did something they shouldn't. It could slip through the cracks. But that's part of doing business, man, to make a good customer experience so you have a good return policy. And again, I know that refurbished or open box stuff is jokes. It is absolute jokes. There's the exception, like my son's Switch, which he has beaten the holy hell out of. I got that open box when there was like no other options, when there was the dearth of Switches initially during the pandemic when it first started. But wait, don't want to do you? Well, thank you for not wanting to do me. But do you live in NYC? No, I live enough near it that if I needed to go to Brooklyn to go to a Micro Center, I could. But it's not convenient in the slightest, you know.
Happened to you, or it's been a while, or it's in the far past and it's too late, then at least this will serve as don't buy from Newegg. Especially don't buy a motherboard from Newegg. Because here's the thing.
Don't buy a open box motherboard from Newegg. I've never had an issue with the motherboard from Newegg, personally. That's just me. But I've never bought an open box one.
Response to a return motherboard is the pins are damaged. What the hell are you going to do as a customer? What do you do? Because you have no recourse. You can't prove anything. You can take photos before you send.
Yeah, if you don't have a platform like we do, especially he has an even bigger platform than me, you can't do shit. They're just going to say, oh, you're lying, or just ignore you. And then you're fucking stuck with a $500, you're out $500. I mean, at least here's where I could defend other companies. At least, like, you buy something open box like Amazon. That Amazon, they'll take back almost anything at that Amazon. Amazon will take back almost anything. Just want to check something here real quick. Try to hold on. Which one? Anyway, let's continue.
Sure, I suppose you could do an unedited video of packing the board undamaged, bringing it to the postal carrier and shipping it. No one's going to watch your 45-minute video proving that you never tampered with the board. What's going to happen is they're going to deny the RMA, and you will either have to start being an asshole, which is not a fun thing to do to support people who are getting paid pennies while Newegg is robbing you for $500. So you're going to have to be an asshole because clearly being nice didn't work for me, and you're going to have to start threatening them.
The 6 million one. Yeah, that's pretty gross. Now I kind of get it. What the fuck was that about?
And the threats are obviously going to be, I'm going to issue a chargeback. Chargebacks don't always side in your favor as a customer. So
no, they don't.
Your next threat, obviously, do you see how much money I've spent on my account over the years? I'm never going to buy here again. They probably don't care. And your final option is probably small claims. But let's be real here. How many people have time for all of that BS? So here's how it went down. When we got into the chat,
yeah, who's gonna you at that point? Most people will just take the L, and then they won't have to do a fucking thing. Yeah, I didn't realize that 6 million thing is anti-Semitic. It's not even something to even joke about. I had no idea. I thought maybe I was talking about like in terms of like revenue or something like that. So, hate to do it, but and magically like that, it's gone. I don't know. Remember Tiger Direct had Logan on there?
I started out nice but agitated. This was one part genuine feeling and one part, now let's start testing support and see how they really are in a real scenario. So nice but agitated. It escalated very quickly to furious, which I think is reasonable here. It's a lot of money. And it escalated to furious because the support staff really needs to read.
Yeah, I had no idea what the fuck they were. I thought maybe I mentioned some kind of revenue number with Newegg or Amazon or something. I just forgot I said it, and I saw. I'm like, I get like. It's not even edgy. It's just not funny. And you guys know I push the limits of comedy all the time, but don't joke about that shit.
The response from the customer and not just jump to a canned response instantly. And if they use a canned response, then obviously there needs to be some courtesy there to respond to specific customer requests. Otherwise, what are you doing? And all of that to say, every time I tried to tell the Newegg staff the issue of...
And the thing is, unfortunately, hate to say it, you get better customer service from Amazon. And yes, I know Amazon has more resources and more money, but that doesn't matter. Like, you're focused on like one thing, Newegg, mostly. I mean, they sell like random shit there, like jewelry, which makes no sense. But mostly what they sell, you know what I mean, is that. Whatever.
But hey, I understand you.
Like, why wouldn't you do a better job doing the one you have one job for your customer service department anyway. Do it. Like, look, I get, again, most places suck with open boxes, but at least take the shit back if you're going to suck with it. Like Amazon, they all suck with open boxes. I already brought up my whole story with that, but at least accept them back if you're not going to do the proper job of inspecting them. It's time for Carlos's dinner. Spread your cornhole.
Cucumbers, 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 cucumbers,
I love it.
cucumbers, cucumbers.
I'm literally just going to press that button here and say cucumbers after the stream is done. Yes, I do have issues. Thank you. This man has glorious Jesus hair.
You think the pin is bent, and you think that there's damage. I didn't open the product. Like, can you confirm that you understand me? And they just kept spamming the same canned message, which is obviously designed to get me out of the chat as fast as possible. So
yeah, exactly. What
they said was, quote, I see this return was rejected due to bent pin damage and send back to you on December 30th. Still haven't gotten it. I haven't gotten a notice. I actually asked, I stopped everything. I said, Can I have a tracking number? Never got it. Why should I believe that? I sort of pushed. I said, no, you don't understand. You didn't read. It's not possible that I've damaged a pin. It was, however, an open box item. Perhaps your people damaged the pin or the previous
Do you hear me breathing when I'm this close to the mic? If so, I apologize.
customer. Or maybe there's no pin
You
damage
shouldn't,
and you're
but-
full of shit. But anyway, the next thing.
I feel so bad for the editor that had to sit there. I'm going to feel bad. Jay, I'm warning you now because I'm going to be stoned while I'm playing all the Wii U games and recording the footage. If you do use the live stream audio with those reviews, just...
It stinks like shit.
You're going to be hearing that a lot.
Thing they said was, after return team checks, this motherboard has thermal paste attached. So, okay. I mean, I don't really know what to say to that.
What's
It
good,
sounds
Saggy
like
Melons?
the recertification team is incompetent, or the return team is someone is incompetent here, and has clearly made a mistake.
Or understaffed. And they're trying like, yeah, all right, check. Hey, one person, check 70 motherboards from top to bottom to make sure all the I/O works. Yes, you're going to have to install them or on a test bench at least, and boot them all up. Good luck. And if you don't do it, we'll fire your ass. Excuse me. That's what it is. It may not even be incompetence. It may simply be that they're understaffing because this is not profitable enough to them. They're like, all right, we'll do the bare minimum to say these are open box, and they look at the numbers. Yeah, we'll get whatever amount back, but we'll still make more of a profit this way. Cyberpunk new patch made by Joe hit the ground. I have no interest in that game. Why can't I stop burping? Greeting from Ukraine, Rich, using a VPN to watch you. Your gaming streams have been great and have been helping me through. My country is about to be invaded soon, so if you no longer see me in your streams, please forgive me. Dude, I feel bad for you. Don't say please forgive me. I feel terrible for you. That's insane, man. I've kind of, just due to time and just politics, do sometimes exhaust me. Well, because I keep on guzzling seltzer, Saggy Melons. But I haven't paid attention too much. But, yeah, I feel bad for you, man. Stay safe out there.
Mistake, and they will not hear you out as a customer. You're just instantly branded a liar. It doesn't matter that you've been their customer.
Yeah, it sounds like Mexicali Blue. Spent probably $15,000 on overpriced salads from them for the past 2 years, and then they say because they fucked up on the order. I hate bringing that up again, but yeah, that burns my ass. I don't like being called, or they actually called my mother a liar too. That I think kind of pissed me off immensely. After hearing Steve or Gaming talk about Newegg, I'm almost thinking about buying from Newegg. Not buying, you mean? Like, wow, they have terrible customer service. Let me go buy 5 motherboards. I'm meaning over the years. They didn't have platinum bars in the salad, but over the years, we bought a bunch of shit from them. And then they say that we're a lie. Why the fuck would I lie? Kind of like with him. Why would I lie about this?
For 16 years. Doesn't matter you spent tens of thousands of dollars. That's how they treat you. They said, so I pushed. I said, again, I didn't open it. And they say, yes, but
okay.
Our return team says otherwise after inspection. It was like,
I mean, I don't think I've ever bought anything open box from, like I said, I don't buy open box in general. I think there's been twice in my life I bought something open box. One of those times being my son's Switch, which actually worked out well. But yeah, open box I've had reason why. Actually, that's not true, because the reason why I won't buy open box is I've had bad experiences. Especially laptops and stuff, portable stuff. You don't know what people, it's just, all kidding aside, people do gross shit. And even not what you're thinking. But I'm even just eating food or grease and whatever, they're not cleaning those out right too. Come on, you're not buying an open box Razer laptop where someone's sitting down taking the whole thing apart and getting rid of all the crumbs and hair and grease and Lord knows what else is in there.
Okay, now you're calling me a liar. So now we're going from agitated to we're not cool anymore. I thought we were cool. We're not cool now. They said, I'm sorry, we are unable to refund you since we have returned the original motherboard back to you. I got escalated to the supervisor. I said, can you please call me? I would like to resolve this on the phone. It's a lot easier to be calm on the phone than watching their blinking 3 dots appear and disappear.
I hate that
and this
shit.
is real. This is a real number for 6 minutes to answer a yes or no question, which was, are you a supervisor? That took 6 minutes of dots blinking to get an answer.
He was probably too busy putting pubes in another open box laptop.
Actually, I didn't even get an answer. They answered a different question now that I think about it. Even worse. So supervisor refuses to call me and says we're going to...
Yeah, maybe not tonight, but yes, we will. Absolutely.
Stick to chat if I want to talk to this particular person. And they do the... I totally understood your points and concerns. For any return, our return department will inspect it.
Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't do this video today. Not that I don't want to talk about it. I do, but this video, like, I probably still would have been working on it right now. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but yeah. I'm going to have to get up early tomorrow. That's another reason why I'm not going to stream until midnight tonight.
After we received it, here's a thermal paste on the item, which means the item was installed. You know, I'm not going to keep saying it to my viewers because you all get it. I know I've repeated this scenario like twice now, and it's because that's what I had to do with Newegg, and they still didn't get it. So here we have a scenario where my only recourse is simple. It's to tell you, if you buy from Newegg, probably stop. If it's your only option, I'm going to be realistic and say, sure, keep buying from Newegg. I'll probably have to buy from them again in the future when I need to review something, and what I will not do.
Yeah, I'm kind of fucked. Like, I'm kind of tempted to build a new beefy Intel rig. I don't know why, because I'll probably build it live on stream and you could see me spaz out and build it, but I will spaz out because that's just what I do because I'm OCD. I have really no Amazon. That's it. It's either Amazon, Best Buy is like a distant third. If all, like, I got an RTX 3080 Founders Edition through them, but that was like because they were the only option. Yeah, I think I will. I'll probably put the parts together tonight, buy it in the morning.
Is buy from Newegg ever again, personally, as not Gamers Nexus, as me, because it's, you know, it's not even a grudge. It's they took $500 from my company.
As of filming, after public pressure on Twitter and realizing it wasn't a normal customer without a platform they were screwing over, Newegg refunded us. Gee, so fucking sweet of them.
And I'm sure now I'm going to get it back. But is that reasonable? You know, like, you happen to land on someone with a platform, and so I'm not going to go away. You know, Newegg can keep the fucking money. At this point, I got what I wanted, which is to finally have evidence.
I'm hoping for the Wii U video next week. I want to play a bunch of... I may have to wait on this story again because this is going to be between his couple videos. UFD Tech has 2 fucking videos. But then I have to talk about EDP, and then there's another big story I got. Fuck birds in the ass. What I should do, I know what I'll do. Why am I telling you all this? I'm doing a fill right now.
Stinks like shit.
So my point being is I went off on another ramble. I'm hoping next week. I'm hoping. It's a big, and I'm sure like once I get all the different pieces to my editor, he's like, you're going to need to talk about this here because you missed this. It's a large project. I'm not just doing an overview of the Wii U. I'm literally doing a little tiny snippet of every single launch game. So... You know, don't worry. I will not be talking about my finances with you and begging you to pay them.
Of what viewers have told me of, to protect future viewers from the same problem, to protect future consumers from the same predatory behavior where Newegg is, I don't know,
Oh, no, dude, I'm mad Mav. I'm knee deep in the middle of it. People saw the live stream, and you're going to see it again tomorrow. That I'm going to be streaming a bunch of games. So, but it's a big project. I feel like if I'm doing this, I'm going balls deep. I mean, granted, my dick is only 2 inches, so it's not that far, but you get my point.
They could be doing this on purpose for all I know. But either way, it's clear there's zero recourse for a customer. If you buy a motherboard, they claim the pins are bent, there's nothing you can do. So, to me, that looks like malice. And maybe it's a mistake by accident. But there's no process in place to correct for that mistake and ensure it does not happen again, because this has been happening for years. I hope people learn what it's like to buy a motherboard from Newegg and consider that carefully before doing so. So, it, like I said, turned into an...
Again, I have never had an issue, and I'm just being objective here. And Steve, I agree with you on this. You keep saying don't buy a motherboard. Don't buy an open box motherboard. Now, wait. Let me step back a quarter or a third of the way. I guess I could... Let me be objective here and kind of actually refute myself. But Rich, what happens if you open a motherboard, it just ends up being defective, and you bring it back and they say it's on you, and it just came DOA from the factory? All right, shut the fuck up, Steve, you're right. But with that being said, I have never had an issue with a new motherboard for Newegg. I don't. And I think when I did get a burn. I think there maybe been a couple times I had to do an exchange. I haven't had an issue. But again, I haven't bought open box. So, but he's right. I have birds in front of me, and he builds computers effortlessly with long flowing hair. Who would you believe? I would believe the man with hair.
Undercover warranty series, normally we script those pretty heavily. We have a set of tests we run the company through. We did this with NDXC BLD in the past, and it's a lot of fun. But this was just like thrown at us, and Newegg's failed every aspect of it. They failed me as a customer. They failed my test once it became a content piece, which it wasn't supposed to be. Normally I set out with a content piece before it happens. I'm not going to buy from Newegg to the fullest extent. There's a lot of times I would actually buy from Newegg only because I felt like I'd given Amazon enough money lately. We don't have really physical options near us.
Yeah, that's my problem too. I have Newegg, which is better with stock on computer parts, at least in my experience, than Amazon. I have a distant third Best Buy, or I have fuck off. So it kind of puts me in a little bit of a pickle. Or
cucumbers.
That worked out surprisingly well.
Like, at least with Amazon, I've been screwed like this. So I guess when I've got the option, I'll just go there now. So that's the end of my story. This isn't sort of our standard video. It's almost like a story time thing, but there is a takeaway from it.
Yeah, I'm hungry for a monstrous PC again. My PC's... Well, this one I'm just going to keep here for what I would do for live streaming. The first-gen Threadripper just is beautiful. But I'm hungry for a new one of those 12900K chips. Don't they have, like, efficiency cores that they're kind of doing like what mobile chips now? To hear they're monstrous and get insane benchmarks. I like that. I also think in the future, too, not giving a date because with my luck, it'll be 5 years from now, of the mini Razer PC that I have. It's a desktop with a full desktop-sized card, but then it has a NUC on the other side. It's nice. After I repasted it and made the temperature go down by 30 degrees, it's nice. That's another part of the story for it. Yes. Have I ever bought from B&H? No, I have not. They were like another resort for me when I was looking for a 3080 and at the time wasn't having luck. I had no luck, but they didn't.
Which is, I don't trust Newegg, and I never will trust Newegg at this point unless I see serious reform, and you shouldn't either. That's my opinion about it. I would love to hear from you all if you've been screwed over by Newegg or anyone else in the same way, retailers, especially about bent pins, claimed bent pins on motherboards. Ours was a clear-cut case. I know I didn't bend it. Newegg is evil for many other reasons. We've covered these in the past, but consider, too, the following. Gigabyte and the power supplies that were exploding.
Oh, shit. I forgot about. See, this is why I got to watch these from beginning to end tomorrow and have a Word document open. There's just too much. I forgot about that where they were like, oh, you want a 3080? Got to buy this piece of shit Gigabyte power supply that'll probably fry the 3080 that you just got in this bundle that we're forcing on you, that we know they have high defect rates, failure rates, I should say. Oh, my God, I forgot about that. Yeah, fuck Newegg. Just fuck Newegg. All right, I forgot about that. Oh no. Yeah, that is actually, in my opinion, this is terrible too, but that's slightly worse. So think about how malicious, like you're spending, what was it, close to $1,000 on that, and they're selling you a power supply and forcing you to buy it because they know people are desperate for the cards with a power supply that's shitty, that this specific model has a high failure rate, that they know you're probably going to hook it up with and then fry the cards you just spent. They're basically robbing you for almost $1,000. Holy shit. No, fuck Newegg to hell. I forgot about that.
Was working with Newegg either directly or indirectly as an accidental consequence to dump and purge its exploding power supplies in GPU bundles in a time when people couldn't get GPUs, so they became desperate and they were forced to buy a bundle.
Yep. A 60... Zoinks! Oh, it was a 3090, excuse me. A fucking 17. So they were like, yeah, here's your power supply for, oh, did we mention these things have an insanely high failure rate that'll fry this very expensive graphics card you just bought? Oh, oops. We need to liquidate this stock and make some profit off of it. Fuck you. Oh my God, I forgot about that. No, fuck them. This is not redeemable. No.
Bundle, which is forcing the customer to clear out
there are some grimy fucking people working there then.
Unsellable,
What's up, Biggie Cheese?
Safe, dangerous inventory from a warehouse and take it into...
Yeah, these things kind of exploded violently too. Oh, man. And I'm just going to name the video tomorrow, and I'm sure, oh, this is clickbait, but it's not. Newegg is a scummy company. How much more do you need?
Their own possession. Newegg, the fact that you haven't been sued over these things is phenomenal to me. It seems like a great class action lawsuit, but...
I'm sure one may be starting to happen now.
Maybe there just weren't enough people affected. The step further that Newegg took here that was particularly evil was if you wanted to return the Gigabyte power supply, you had to return all of it. So that GPU you had waited months for and you finally sniped, it's gone if you want your money back for the power supply, either because you didn't want the power supply or because it exploded.
So gross. So gross. The NZXT build kit, which one, where it's like a small form factor, SFF?
There was no send in one and not the other. Newegg eventually, in theory, rectified this and gave that option, but only after we made
only after they got called out again.
Massive deal out of it on Twitter and in our videos. Then the policy began to change. So here's hoping this policy begins to change too. I don't like doing
incredible effects right there. 10 out of 10
stuff this way publicly over an issue that I was trying to resolve privately, because it's really not my goal. It's not fun to me to just make a video like this where all I'm doing is going after a company.
Yeah, it's annoying. I've had issues with companies before too. I won't name them, but like, You know, and I'm slow with turning shit around, like reviews and stuff too, in case you haven't noticed. Like, but it's not worth airing the dirty laundry out with. I think UFD Tech uses the same. It's true. Like, shit happens all the time. No one's perfect. You know, I have the time management skill. This porcelain bird has better time management skills than I do. So shit happens. But when you're just like, you're straight up saying, I'm going to make a lie up about you so I could just keep your money and say you broke something when you didn't? No. And then you're purposely selling power supplies with high failure rates and fucking people in the ass with them. And if they want to return, no, you got to return the whole thing. That's, you knew what you were doing. That's not like, that's not just a organization problem. You're just being malicious just to get money out of people's pockets.
For policy, basically, which is what this is, rather than doing what I like to do, which is testing things.
Or a Seasonic power supply, which in a lot of cases, other name brands are buying Seasonic components anyway. I think Bitwit did a video about it. It's basically where they send all the parts and I think you build it. Yeah, it's a bare bones kit. I'll check it out. I'm subscribed to, but I haven't gotten his videos in my. Why do you do that, YouTube? I'm subscribed to people. I want to see their shit, and you don't send me their shit. But I watch like 1 20-second clip of Philip Burnell, and I'm getting 7,000 videos of him. You're the reason I'm obsessed with Phil, Susan. I really shouldn't drink another one of these caffeinated seltzers, but I have to piss. I don't know what that... Well, they do have to coincide together. I keep drinking seltzer, and now I have to urinate.
So my goal isn't this. My goal, obviously, was to just return it and get my money back. I thought that was going to be the end of it.
Like, has Willie Mack made another video? I have the bell and subscribe to him, and you guys saw it on stream. I haven't seen another video from him.
I was never even... You wouldn't have even known in the audience I bought this motherboard. You don't even know what board I bought because it doesn't matter because I didn't use it in a video.
Let me translate there. He wanted to say piece of shit. I got to piss. I'm going to put on an old banger here. Maybe. Where the fuck? Ah.
Video. I thought we would, but you know, this is the way we have to resolve it, I guess. Because I tried to do it as a customer, it didn't work. And like I said, Newegg, keep the money. I'll tell you where you can put the money, and hopefully we've helped some of you if you've had these problems. It's just obscene treatment, insane that they're able to be so callous and so arrogant that even when the customer is being nice and explaining themselves well and has a long and storied history of buying from the company, Newegg is arrogant to the extent that it is doing excellent volume compared to years where it was nearly dead, only because of the shortages in the industry, only because everything sells. And Newegg, that reign's not going to last forever. You do have to at some point offer good service versus your competitors when this all...
Yeah, because you still get good service from other companies. I haven't bought... I really think about it. I don't think I've... Maybe I even bought from Amazon, too. I don't think I've bought anything. I don't think I've purchased. I think the last thing I purchased from Amazon was a 9900 KS. And what was that, 2019?
Stops. When supply goes back to normal, when people no longer are just buying cards because you happen to have them. So enjoy it while it lasts. That's it for this one. Thank you for watching as always. If you want to support us directly, you can go to store.gamersnexus.net. I'll give you a guarantee right now. Newegg is going to be in the January slot, probably even the first one for Disappointment Build 2022. Thank you for watching. Please let us know in the comments what your experiences have been like, and we'll see you all next time.
Damn. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Ain't that some shit, huh? Ain't that some shit? Yeah, well, because there's a lot of money to be made in PC parts right now because people are willing to fucking sell their bodies for them. All right, guys. I want to be getting up relatively early tomorrow to get some stuff done. I have been getting up earlier. So I'm going to end the stream now. Been about 2 hours. So regular chat, super chat. I appreciate all of you for coming through. And tomorrow we'll be doing some fun stuff. It's going to be a busy day. Have a good one.